Hey guys, your CSA Goddess here yet again. Sorry for all the background noise. I had to put the air conditioner on because it was so hot. I can't even tell you. It went from really rainy to really hot in a matter of I can't even tell you. This weather has been awfully crazy. But anyway, I'm not here to complain about how miserably hot I am, and not in that way either, guys. But I'm talking about pickled beets. Yes, my friends, for you people who would never even think to eat beets or even try beets, this, my friends, is for you. Pickled beets is a staple in our household. My kid, let me go find him and I'll prove to you that pickled beets is the way to go. Don't mind my messy house, but let me find him. No. Actually, he's gonna come in the kitchen with me. Yes, my friends, pickled beets is where it's at. Not only does it taste good, but it has chock full of iron, so if you're anemic, this is great for you. And it's packed full of vitamins, minerals. It's a fantastic recipe, and it's super easy, and this is probably an easy way to start jarring. All right, so William, what do you think about pickled beets?
Really good.
Do you like to eat them a lot?
Yeah.
Did we eat them a lot last year?
Oh, yeah.
See, my friends, my 7-year-old right here loves pickled beets. So try it, and I guarantee you will like it. And make it with your kids. Again, I believe keeping it with the family. William, do you know what this is?
A beet.
See? You gotta keep it in the family. You have your kids involved in food. I guarantee you they're not gonna be stuck eating chicken nuggets and mozzarella sticks for the rest of their lives. Or French fries.
Pizza. And those types of things. Greasy things. It's good once in a while, but not all the time.
See, and that's because he's been cooking with me since he was able to sit on the counter. That's right, he's been my assistant since he was able to sit on my counter for many years.
And I have to talk to this about my mom, but she might be setting up a video of me cooking.
One day I might show you that my kid could actually cook. But we're not talking about that right now.
No, that'll be like in a little while later.
That's right. But right now, my friends, we're talking about pickled beets. So,
Nothing else.
alright. Here's our beet. And this is going to be in a couple of stages, so I will be pausing a lot because I don't think you want to be staring at the oven or the stove. But just to give you an idea, these are the items that you're going to need. You're going to need, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 15 beets. You're going to need, here it is, you're going to need a pot of boiling water. This is my water bath. That's what I will be actually disinfecting my jars, or sterilizing my jars rather. And when I filled everything up, I'll be using my water bather to seal everything up. But small steps, my friend. But these are the things that you will need, the tools. This here is a grasper, so you're not burning your fingers in the water bath. It's a very handy tool. Please invest in it so you don't hurt your fingers. I used to try tongs before I bought these. It didn't work. It didn't end up very pretty. Another good tool, this is your magnet stick. Yes, my friends, you will need this to pick up your lids when you are sanitizing your lids. You have to sanitize everything so you don't get any bacteria. Okay. Finally, well, not finally, actually, I have another thing. But this, woo, okay, this is to get out all the air bubbles. Because you don't want any air. Air equals bacteria. Bad juju. Don't do it. And a funnel. It's just very clean when you use a funnel. So those are the things that you're absolutely going to need. All you're really going to need are your beets. Now, Jess, what is up with the boiling pot of water? Okay. Once the pot starts boiling, okay, a nice rapid boil, you're going to put these babies, after you cut both ends, into the pot. You're going to let them cook. You're going to let them cook until, I don't know, give it like 15 minutes. Cook it for like 10-15 minutes, just so you could get the skin off. Because let me tell you something, my friends, you try to peel these, your fingers are going to be completely purple. So the best thing is you boil them, you put them in cold water, which I will show you, and then all you have to do is get a rag and you get rid of the skin. Simple as that. And then we're gonna cut them. We're gonna put them in our jars. And then I'll show you how to make the brine, which is essential for pickling. Any type of pickling. Cucumber pickling, pickled beets, pickled asparagus, anything. Your brine is the most important. And then after we work the brine, we put everything in the jars. Then final step, we're gonna water bathe them. And then after you water bathe them, you're gonna take them out. And you're gonna put them on your counter. Do not touch them for over 12 hours because it has to settle. Don't touch it. As tempting as it will be, don't. Alright, so what we're going to do is right now, okay, I'll show you a couple. All we're going to do is a thin slice off the ends. Put them to the side. I'll do one more. Thin slice. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I really love beets. I love their earthy taste. I mean, if you have it tastes, you can't get any closer to the earth than beets. And they're actually kind of trippy looking. I don't know if you can tell on my phone camera, on my phone, but they're very trippy looking. I really like them. I mean, you could probably just make an art feature out of them. Okay. I'll do another one and then I'll pause and then I'll show you when to put them into your pot of water. Alright, one more. And I'm telling you, pickled beets is like nature's candy. You wouldn't be able to get enough of it. I mean, ooh, this one's pretty. I can't tell you, like, last year I ended up jarring from my CSA box, I have to say, eight jars of pickled beets, and it was gone. I mean, instantaneously gone. They're great to put on salads, great for a snack. And again, packed with vitamins, minerals, iron, things that, are essential to our life. I'm not going to get all hippy-dippy on you, but beets are very essential. I mean, mainstream people who don't really give odd foods a chance, I mean, give beets a chance, man. You can't go wrong with beets. Okay, so you get the picture. You just want to cut off the ends. Oh, just in time. Here's our boiling water. So, put those in. You know, beets is a great dye. I mean, you want to take the roots. If you're ambitious like me sometimes I'm just lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, you know, if you feel like it, you take the roots and you boil them. All right, you're gonna have a dye, and you can actually it'll be a strong enough dye to tie dye. It's crazy. I actually tried it once. That's how nuts I am. So I'm just gonna finish this up. I took too much off of that. All right. Ooh, this is a big one. This one's gonna take the 15 minutes. Oh, that's my boy. Whoops. All right, I'm almost done here, guys. We have one more left. I want to show you how powerful beets are right now.
They're really good.
They are very good. But look at the water. You have purple water, my friends. Purple water, my friends.
My second favorite color.
Purple's my first favorite color. Okay, so I will be back to show you what to do after you boil them for 10 to 15 minutes. Again, you don't want to do it all the way through, but you want to do it enough that you could kind of poke it with a fork and it's sort of tender. So it might take longer, it might not. It depends on what type of stove you have. But I will show you the next trick in a few minutes. I'll be right back. Bye! Okay guys, I'm back and I am here to show you the next stage of our pickled beets. Now, if you could just step through the computer or the phone or however you're watching me and smell my kitchen right now, it smells like nature. I love the smell of nature because that's what beets smell like. Ugh, just that smell. Yep, I'm wafting, and look at that purple water. That's like dye in its finest. Hold on, I gotta wipe this. Okay, here we go. I ended up wiping off the steam, but it smells amazing. So here is our next stage. I have a bowl of very cold water. The ice cubes melted because it's so hot in my house. Because I don't believe in air conditioning. Call me cheap, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Oops. Hi. Okay. You're going to get messy, people, so wear something you don't like. Do you hear me? Disclaimer, you will be messy. Purple beets equal mess. Hence a rag. Okay. This is called blanching, what I just did here. We're going to just stop the cooking process by putting it into the cold water. Okay. There's our beets going into the cold water. And this will also help take off the skin. Couple of more. Almost done. Oh, it would help to turn off the stove. Yes, this took me 15 minutes to do, but you know what I ended up doing in the 15 minutes? You don't have to stare at the stove for 15 minutes. Multitask, people. Multitask. So that means, alright, you're stuck in the kitchen for 15 minutes, get some dishes done. Or plan for dinner, breakfast, lunch, whenever you're planning on doing this or trying this. there are options here. Read, bring the book in the kitchen. I've done that many times, actually. I've read a book in the kitchen while I'm waiting for the stove to be done. But anyway, enough ranting. Multitask. Because 15 minutes is a long time. So that means make your time is valuable. Multitask. And it won't be so long and daunting and whatever else. Okay. So, I don't know if you could tell, but here are my awesome beets cooling off and stopping the cooking process. It's awesome. Okay. So, I'm still waiting for my water to start boiling. Because once my water starts boiling in the water bath, I then can sanitize the jars. And after I sanitize the jars, then I could put the beets in. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that I timed it off. So I will pause the video until the water starts boiling, and then I'll show you how to sanitize jars. And you have to sanitize the lids, so get your lids prepared too. Alright, so I'll see you back here when the water in my water bath is boiling. Okay, my friends, let's talk about sanitizing your jars. You have your rolling boil. That's what you need. Oh, hold on. Let me wipe off all the steam. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to disinfect our jars. And lids. You don't really need to do the rings, your lid, and your jar. Okay. Get them ready. Okay. Here we go. We get our jar in, fill up with water, and that's gonna sit in there. Take our second, there we go. Much better. Take our second jar, put it in. Ouch, that burnt me. And that's gonna sit in there. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some purists out there that are going to yell at me, but I don't believe in wasting two pots. I hate dishes with a passion. So you take your lid, and you put it in the same pot. And that's going to get disinfected too. Ha-ha! Down it goes. Now you're going to let... There, it's much better. You're going to let that disinfect to sanitize. Mostly sanitize. I keep saying disinfect, but I don't really mean that. It's sanitizing. You're going to let that sanitize. Sterilize, not sanitize. Sterilize. My gosh, it's 9:23 at night and I'm exhausted, so I apologize. That's how you sterilize your jars and your lids so you do not have any bacteria. That is important with jarring. And the older generation will say jarring is very scary because of botulism. Yeah, it's very scary, but because given what we know now, more information and more ways to sterilize, you're good. Sterilizing. Sterilizing, that's the right word. I promise you that's the right word. Okay, so that's my jars and my lids are in the water bath, and that's going to stay there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, no less. Don't be impatient. It's important. Alright, gonna set my timer. 20 minutes. Start. And that's sterilizing the jars and the lid to prevent bacteria. Okay, now we're done with that. Let's talk about the brine. We have a nice pot. So there's only a very few ingredients you need to make your pickled beet brine. The main ingredient, yes, is vinegar. I go through so much vinegar, it's not even funny. But yes, vinegar. Given to the fact that I am going to be using 2 quart jars, I would do 6 cups of vinegar. I'd rather make more than make less because then your recipe is screwed. Excuse my language. Okay. Open up. Oh, brand new vinegar. Haha. There we go. Pour our vinegar. This is 4 cups. And just 2 more cups. Again, you'd rather have extra than not. Okay, that's done. Now, for all you health freaks out there, I'm a health freak too, but with pickling, you have to use a lot of salt or a lot of sugar. Real sugar, not, I've heard recipes where you're using honey. I'm all for using honey, but when you're pickling, please use regular sugar. Please. So for this one, because we're doing a sweet pickle, a sweet beet pickle, not a sour, we're going to be using sugar and a little bit of salt. Now I'll get into the salt in a second, but let me get to your sugar. Yes, we're going to be using a lot of sugar. Don't be like, oh my gosh, this is a ton of sugar. This is what you do when you're pickled. This is what you do to preserve food. Unfortunately, you do have to use a lot of salt or a lot of sugar, but you don't eat so much of it. All right, so use it in moderation. Just forewarning. Eat everything in moderation. I teach that to my child. And we use that in our household. All right, so let's go get our sugar. And we're going to use 4 cups of sugar. I know it's a lot, but that's what you're going to be doing for the fermenting, pickling process. Two, 3, 4. Now it's 4. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a back rub. Who's giving me a back rub? Who's giving me a back rub? Where is he? Who's it? Oh, it's my assistant. Hello.
I'm not feeling
It's hot. He's hot. We're all hot. Okay. So now we put our sugar in.
sugar's the best.
Shh. Okay. Next, we're going to put a little bit of salt. Now, you cannot use your regular table salt, people. Sorry. You have to either buy real you have to buy pickling salt, or because we're cooking it, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. It's the fine, you have to get fine salt, not your regular table salt, no coarse sea salt, pickling salt, or your fine salt. And we're only gonna use a little bit of salt. Oh, and I have my little assistant here giving me hugs. I like it. I don't like using measuring spoons. So in my pot goes just fast enough. There you go. Perfect. Now, you're going to take your whisk I
Say
put.
hi to Mary.
Oh, this is our cat Mary. Hi, Mary.
She is.
Okay, we're gonna stir our brine. I should have used a bigger pot, but I don't have a bigger pot. Oh dear. Because it's gonna boil over and then I'm gonna have a huge mess. I don't want to have a huge mess.
No. We don't want to fire.
I'm not worried about a fire. I'm worried about the mess I'll have to clean up. Hold on, my friends. We're gonna use see, improvising's a wonderful thing. Okay. And before we finish stirring, I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. You gotta dilute it, or else it's gonna be really strong. So dilute it by 3 cups water. You're gonna use 6 cups vinegar, 4 cups sugar, and about maybe 2 tablespoons of salt.
It depends.
So now I finally have my pickling brine together. All you need, that's all this brine needs. You don't need to do anything extra to it. Once we get into like pickling other things, I will show you what else we'll need. But for now, for the pickled beets, is just sugar, white vinegar, a little bit of salt, and some water. And I'll repeat the recipe again because it's super simple. You'll remember it. What we used was what we used was 6 cups of white vinegar, 3 cups water, 4 cups sugar. Yes, I know it's a lot, but I already discussed that. And 2 tablespoons of salt, pickling salt, or fine, very fine coarse salt. Okay, you're gonna stir it until it's completely dissolved, and you're gonna let it start simmering. You're gonna let it start simmering, and as soon as it starts simmering, you're gonna turn it down low. So right now I have it high. Once it starts simmering for like 5 minutes, turn it down low until the jars are ready to come out. And there you go. There is your brine. Simple brine, easy brine. Again, this is the perfect thing to learn if you're first starting to can. This is your first recipe. This is the recipe to try. Okay, so I'm going to clean everything up, and I'm going to show you how to clean up your beets. I will be right back. Okay, so while the brine is still cooking, my jars are 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Now let's work on the beets that have been cooling. The cooking process is over, so now all you need is a rag, and all you need is to rub the beets. There we go. You're going to rub the skim off. Alright. Oops. Da-da-da. This is going to be a little bit time consuming, which is perfect because by the time you're done with the beets, your jar will be ready to put all the beets in. Alright. Oops. You just want to rub all that skin off. Alright. There we go. Oh, the skin's off. And you put it down. This is going to be messy. This is going to be time consuming. But it's going to be so worth it. I'll show you one more and then I'll pause until they're all done. And then the next step is to put everything in, cut everything up and put them in the jars. Alright. Rub that skin off with your rag. You're going to get messy. Your hands are going to get messy. Just get over it right now. It's not as bad as you think. Alright. Here's your other one. You just rub the skin off. If there's some skin left over, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. Okay. I'll do one more. I'll do this tiny one. And all you're doing is rubbing the skin off. We're rubbing the skin off with a rag. And what's nice is if I ended up just peeling the beet, my fingers would be purple. But as you can tell, my hands are not purple. So I'm going to pause, and then I will show you the next step. So until then, I'll be right back. See ya! Okay guys, I finished up all my beets. There they are. It's amazing. So now, just so happened, as soon as I finished the beets, my timer went off for my sanitized jars and lids. Oh no, I do not want to, don't turn that off. Okay. Get yourself a pot holder, because that lid's gonna be hot. Okay. Woo! Wherever you can find room, just find the lid. Put the lid. Okay. With your wonderful tongs, you're gonna pick up your jar. You're gonna pour all that water out. Okay. There's your first jar. Okay. Second jar, pour it out.